Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Joy, and today I finally have a new video for you guys. I want to talk trash. So I want to show you all of my empties from the last quarter. So we just wrapped up the third quarter, and I have, as you can see, I've just been dumping them in this bag as I go. And so yeah, we have quite a bit to cover. So if you're interested in seeing little mini reviews and the products I've used since July through September, just stay tuned. First, I'm going to cover my makeup empties, and we're going to start it off with a bang. This is the one I'm most excited about. So if you guys saw my Project Pan intro, you would have seen that this was in my 2024 Project Pan. If you haven't seen that video, definitely go check it out after this one. I'll be sure to link it in the description box down below. But this bronzer I've had for many years. This is the Essence Luminous Matte Bronzing Powder for lighter skin. Essence does not make this one anymore, but basically what it was there was a subtle radiance powder on the outer ring, and then there was a slightly deeper brown in the middle, and you could swirl those together and it just gave the most beautiful subtle sheen and subtle bronze. And I did really enjoy this bronzer. So as you can see, I even repressed it twice and I've completely used it up. It was perfect to use as bronzer. And then on my no makeup days, I would sometimes even use it in the crease to give some definition there. But I really liked this. It was super affordable. Unfortunately, they do not make it anymore, but I am happy that I have finally finished a bronzer. I want to say this is my first bronzer that I've ever finished completely. So this is pretty exciting. Next up, we have a primer. This is actually a declutter for me. So this is the Dalton Smooth Assist Smooth Solution Pore Refining Primer. And what this is it says it's a silicone-free makeup and skincare hybrid serum that helps smooth and blur the appearance of pores and texture while hydrating all day. The gel to serum formula provides a transparent matte brightening finish. So brightening, definitely not, because it's, as it says, transparent. My hands are really dry. So obviously it's October. We're getting cooler weather here in Kentucky. And so my hands are kind of dry, if you can see that. But I'm going to put a little bit of this on my hand so you can see. Obviously it's transparent, but maybe you can see the little glob I've put. But it is unique. It feels like a silicone, but once you start blending it in, it does kind of not melt, but it has that hydrating feel, if you will. Now for me, if you've seen my videos, my other like get ready with me's and my primer reviews, you'll know that I have extremely oily skin, and it's hard for me to get a foundation to last throughout the day without breaking up and without my oils coming through. And for that reason, I'm really picky about the primers that I choose to use. And this one was nowhere near a favorite primer of mine for oily skin. So if you have oily skin and you're concerned about longevity of your makeup, I would say skip it. It's not the most hydrating. So like I said, whenever you start rubbing it into your skin, it does have a somewhat of a hydrating feel, but like it's already dried down and it's not dewy, if you will. So even for dry skin that's looking for hydration, it might not even be enough hydration for you. So I don't know. For me, it's not a necessity, and it doesn't enhance my makeup whenever I wear it. And so for that reason, I'm throwing it out. So I remember my sister using this, and I believe she used it, so I will gift it to her. All right, while we're talking about Dalton, another Dalton product that I'm going to declutter is their lip liner. This is the Hydralux lip liner in the shade Star. This one is completely dried out. Guys, I've tried to get into lip liner and I just can't. Actually, I just took the top off and it's the stick, the color stick has actually come off within the cap. So yeah, it's just, when I pulled it out the other day, I was gonna swatch all of my lip liners to refamiliarize myself with the shades that I have. And this one was just completely dried out. I've never really, I want to say maybe I've only worn it once, but it was a really warm shade as well, this Star shade. And yeah, I'm not a fan of Dalton's lip liners. And to be honest with you, I don't really wear lip liners to begin with. So I'm not sure that I'm the person to provide lip liner recommendations, but this one is definitely not it. So throwing this out. The next lip liner shade I have, this is a kind of a lip liner and lip crayon all in one. This is the Buxom Plumpline lip liner in the shade Stealth. So on one end you get a blending lip brush, and then on the other end you get the actual color. As you can see, it's a chubbier stick, so you can use it to fill in your lips. And I bought this probably 4 or 5 years ago at this point, so it's probably past its prime. You can get a decent color from it, but the color is just not flattering to me anymore. It's kind of an outdated color. I used to wear it a lot with the Natasha Denona Star palette that has a little bit warmer shades on that left-hand side. And I remember at the time liking this shade, but I don't like it anymore. It's kind of light, in my opinion, and just not flattering. So for that reason, I am tossing this. The next product I have is maybe controversial. I know a lot of people like this product. This is the Laura Mercier Caviar Stick Eye Color. So it's her eye pencil. And this is the shade Strapless. So this came in a birthday freebie gift from Sephora probably 2 years ago. And I really, like, in my head, I would love an eye pencil. I really like these one and done shades, and I really like neutral shades. So that's why I got this Laura Mercier set to try. But I just cannot make eye pencils work for me. It's not just this one, but since I do have this one, I'll just talk about it. So as you can see, the shade here, when you swatch it out, it's beautiful. But whenever you go to blend it onto the eye and just put it on, apply it to the eye, it does not, it almost kind of creases a little bit, and it just looks muddy and ugly. I could never get this shade to actually look pretty. Like, even whenever I blend it out on my hand, it looks pretty on my hand, but it never applies that way on the eye. And I'm just done trying to make this work. I don't think I'm an eye pencil girl, and so for that reason, I'm just tossing it. I've got way better stuff. The Charlotte Tilbury little potted cream shadows are even better than this, in my opinion. And then definitely powdered shadows are better than these pencils. So I'm tossing it. Next, we have even more minis. I have a couple of mascaras. This is the It Cosmetics Superhero Mascara in Super Black. This has been around for a really long while. This one I got use out of. This mascara is decent. It's not my favorite by any means, but the brush, as you can see, is kind of a natural brush. It's easy to apply, but it's not spectacular, so getting rid of that. And then the other mascara is from Ilia. This is the Fullest Volumizing Mascara. Ilia has a couple of mascaras, and I forget the name of the other one that I do like. That one has kind of two brushes in one. It has the lash comb and the brush all in one wand. I prefer that mascara over this one. This one's just a basic hourglass brush, and it's all right. It's decent, but it's not worth $26 or however much this retails for now. It's same quality as drugstore, and drugstore is pretty good in my opinion. So getting rid of that. All right, next let's move into skincare. So my first skincare product, this is also a declutter. This is from Kiehls. This is the Midnight Recovery Omega Rich Cloud Cream. So just the title of this, I've never used it before, and I've never really used a whole lot of Kiehls products either. But it has cloud cream. It has Omega Rich Cloud Cream. The cloud word in this is confusing to me because when I think of cloud, I'm thinking very light, very airy, maybe even like gel-like. But then it also has rich and it has cream in it, so you're thinking that it's heavy. So I wasn't sure what to expect with this product. I used it one time and I absolutely hated it, so for that reason I'm not even bothering to use it the rest of it. I will gift this to probably my sister and see if she wants it. But as you can see here, it's relatively thick, and if I try to apply it, like that was just a little bit. Do you see how it's taking forever to absorb? It's really thick. It honestly felt like, and it still feels like, as I'm rubbing this in, like a paste or an ointment, honestly. Like a thick medicinal ointment. Like it is not absorbing whatsoever. And I can't stand heavy products on my face. As I said, you guys, I have oily skin and I really need lightweight products. And I hate sleeping in something that feels like a mask. Actually, that's what this feels like. I've got mask, like really thick hydrating masks that you leave on for like 5 to 10 minutes that feel just like this. It still has not absorbed. So yeah, I hated this product and definitely would not recommend if you've got oily skin or even combination. Like, I don't know. I hate the texture of this. One product I did not mind was the Laneige Waterbank Blue Hyaluronic Gel Moisturizer. As you can see, this is just a little sample packet. So they only really give you enough to use it maybe 2 times. So it's not even enough to see if it's effective or not. But I will say the texture of it, as it says, is a gel moisturizer. So I preferred the texture of it. Seemed to work okay. It was it met my needs of moisture. It says it has 48 hours long-lasting hydration, and yeah, it's just a basic hyaluronic moisturizer. Is it better than Neutrogena's Hydrogel moisturizer? No, I'd say it's comparable to that, and Neutrogena is more affordable, so yeah, I won't be repurchasing a full size, but it was nice to have as a sample for travel. The next product is kind of similar. This is the Summer Fridays Cloud Dew Oil-Free Gel Cream. And yeah, just another basic moisturizer, nothing out of this world. I remember this being pretty lightweight. And again, I only got a couple uses out of it, so I can't speak to any long-term effects or changes in my skin. But it was a pretty good moisturizer. Will I purchase a full size of it? No, I think there's comparable but more affordable alternatives. And speaking of one of those alternatives, Neutrogena Hydroboost Water Gel. So this is the old formula. They reformulated this product at the beginning of this year, and I believe it's relatively similar, but they basically made a water gel version and then a gel cream, and one of them is for drier skins and the other one's for more oily. I prefer the gel. It's just your basic hydrating gel moisturizer. Nothing really to say. It works well for me using it in conjunction with tretinoin because tretinoin is my active, and then this is just kind of a basic moisturizer. So I do like this. I have other moisturizers that I'm trying at the moment from the drugstore. If you're curious on the skincare that I'm using right now, or even that I'm trying, let me know down in the comments down below, and I would love to tell you about it. But I did like this. It's just that I'm trying other options right now, kind of to test out and see what are my favorites. Next is a Next is a cleanser. This is a basic standard product. This is the Panoxyl Acne Wash, 4% benzoyl peroxide. So I use this in the mornings after I've used my apostrophe tretinoin clindamycin and spironolactone cream. If you guys haven't seen my tretinoin video where I go over the skincare and my results using tretinoin, I'll link it down in the description box below. Definitely go check it out. But because clindamycin is an antibiotic, you have to use a benzoyl peroxide in the morning. And this is the benzoyl peroxide I chose to use, and I finally finished it up. And it's a good benzoyl peroxide wash. There's not that many at the drugstore that I've found. I did buy a different one. This is from Neutrogena, the one that I'm using right now. This is the Clear Pore Cleanser Mask, and it has 3.5% benzoyl peroxide. I feel like I like the package of this one a little bit better. This one, it gets gunky. Can you guys see that? It gets sticky and it's just messy. I don't like the packaging of this. I almost wish this kind of stuff came in a pump. This one is relatively new, so I'm hoping this one doesn't do that. If it doesn't get gunky around the lid, I will probably continue to buy this. But I will say the one kind of downside about this Neutrogena one is that it has a cooling sensation about it. So it almost feels like kind of that minty, if you've ever used kind of a minty, like a minty mask or something like that on your face, how it has that cooling effect. And I'm not a huge fan of that. So it's not so bad because it's just a cleanser, so you're putting it on and immediately washing it off. I don't like using this as the mask version that it says, but it's a decent benzoyl peroxide wash. I don't think there's going to be an outstanding one. For me, it's just kind of one of those utilitarian products that you need and just will never have that luxury feel, if you will. The last skincare product is actually really turned out I liked this product. So this is from Pacifica. These are their glowing makeup removing wipes, and it has glycolic acid, orange, and vanilla. So this came in an Ulta. You know how Ulta does those like 4-hour beauty breaks where if you spend like $50, $60, whatever, they'll throw in the free gifts, and each time is like a different brands of gifts. And when I got this, it was the Pacifica brand. So they threw in actually a bunch of full-size Pacifica products, and this was one of them. And turned out I actually really liked these. So I'm not a huge makeup wipe fan, but I feel like I'm leaning towards them again, and this one was actually really good. The glycolic acid scared me, and I think that's why I held off using it for so long, because I was using other chemical exfoliants and also the retinoid. But it's just a makeup removing wipe. So you're applying it or using the wipe, you're taking off your makeup, and then I always do a double cleanse. So after I use this, I would go in with a regular cleanser to wash that residue off and then get the rest of my makeup, especially eye makeup, off. And I really liked this. So I will probably repurchase this in the future. I don't need any right now. Actually, this made me want to try others, even though this was good. Of course, I wanted to try other brands, and so I bought the Beekman 1802 wipes, and turns out I don't actually like those, so I'm trying to get through those just because I don't want to throw them away. They were kind of expensive. So I definitely prefer these over the Beekman, and I also prefer them over the Neutrogena makeup wipes. Next, let's talk about body care. This was a product I got on my first Japan trip a couple years ago. This is the Naturie Hatomugi Skin Conditioning Milk. And basically this was a very lightweight moisturizer. This can be used on your body, which is how I used it, but it can also be used on your face. It's very lightweight, but at the same time very moisturizing. And I liked this. Will I get it again? I'm actually going to Japan here in a couple months, and I might actually repurchase this. I'm not sure. It's very affordable over there. It's like less than $10 for sure. I want to say less than $5 even. But I liked using this on the hand because it is so lightweight. It doesn't leave it absorbs pretty quickly. And I could see this being good on the face as well, but I have other face moisturizers, so that's why I never did. But yeah, this was pretty good. The next body care product I finished finally was the Nivea Diamond and Lychee body wash. And this is huge. It's 750 milliliters. I don't know off the top of my head how many ounces this translates to, but basically it says it's developed with Nivea's exclusive Hydra IQ skin technology to give your skin intense, long-lasting moisturization with no greasy feel. I loved the fragrance of this. It is scented. Loved the scent of it. It was moisturizing. It never dried out my skin. And yeah, just a very good, affordable body wash. I got this at TJ Maxx probably a year and a half ago, and it's taken me a while to get through. I haven't seen it at TJ Maxx again. I've seen other basic scents from Nivea, but I've never seen this Diamond and Lychee, and this is the scent in particular that I recommend. I've smelled their other ones and they're okay. Like I believe they've got an orange citrusy one, but yeah, this one's far superior in my opinion. Time for hair care. The first empty I have is, I'll talk about together. This is the Dove Clarify and Hydrate shampoo and conditioner. Finally finished these. Basically, this shampoo and conditioner is infused with charcoal powder, and it hydrates for clean and healthy looking hair. The shampoo deeply cleanses and purifies hair from the roots, while the conditioner nourishes hair to make it soft and shiny. So I would use this as a clarifying shampoo and conditioner kind of once a week. I did like it, but will I repurchase it? I don't think so. For me, this was like a mid-level. It's a good set. It's not a great set. And for that reason, I probably won't repurchase it. I've started to find some great shampoos and conditioners that I like and that make my hair feel luxurious, but on an affordable budget. And so one of those is from Dove, actually. Dove is one of the most affordable brands at the drugstore when it comes to shampoos and conditioner. And up until a few years ago, I've never used Dove's hair care products, but it's probably, I know it is. It's my favorite hair care line at the drugstore. And this one that I've got in my shower that I'm using right now, the Bond Strength with the peptide complex. Abby Young is the influencer that turned me on to that, but it makes your hair feel so silky soft. Like even if you've gone months without a haircut and you've got split ends or your ends are just feeling dry, it makes your hair feel so silky to the point where you can't stop running your fingers through your hair. Like it's that touchable. So I really recommend that one. In terms of clarifying shampoos, I actually prefer like a scrub-based shampoo to get buildup out of my hair once a week. And so that's what I will continue to purchase over this line. The last hair care empty / declutter is this little sample. This is from Sol de Janeiro. This is the Brazilian Glossy Nourishing Hair Oil. It says it enhances shine, deeply moisturizes, and fights frizz. I hated this hair oil. It is extremely thick, and not only that, the scent is just, I know people go crazy about this Sol de Janeiro scent, but it's not my favorite whatsoever. And especially on my hair, I didn't prefer it. But also just the formula of it is really thick and sticky. And so I didn't prefer that. If you're looking for a good hair oil, my favorite is for the Verb Ghost Oil. It's very kind of on the lighter weight side, definitely compared to this, but still makes your ends feel really soft. So I prefer that over this. I used it a couple times and there's still way more applications in this. So props to them for giving you a decent amount, even with my long hair, but I just don't like it, so I'm throwing it out. We're down to the last two products, and these are miscellaneous ones. I have one nail, it's almost a empty, but there is some product there, so we'll call it declutter. You make the decision, but this is the Studio M Pro brand. I believe this is the Meyer store brand of nail polish remover. It's their non-acetone version, and this is, as you can see, I've tried to make it work. I've tried to get use out of it. I've tried to completely use it up, but it's just not good. It takes forever to get nail polish off, and I prefer this Q-Tex nail polish remover. It's the ultra powerful one. Does this one have acetone? I want to say maybe this one does actually. Yeah, this one is a 98% acetone formula for hard to remove glitter, gel, and dark colored polish. I just prefer this because I do tend to wear a lot of dark nail colors, especially this time of year in fall. I'm wearing a lot of deep, dark burgundies, dark purples, like purpley black tones, gray, just those deep, rich tones that I personally prefer to wear in fall. And for that reason, I don't want to be soaking my nails or just rub my nails in with this subpar formula. So this gets it done a lot faster, and I don't have to soak my nails in the chemicals for that long. So yeah, spend the money on the name brand product for this. The last product is a declutter. This is the Face Secrets Cosmetic Brush Cleaner. As you can see, this is that purple, or sorry guys, it is late. It is a blue formula, and it's meant to, at least I thought it would be, a dupe for the Cinema Secrets makeup brush cleaner that's so popular. So this is sold at Sephora. I know many makeup artists use it, and I've enjoyed using it as well. It's a quick drying, rinse-free formula, so you don't have to wet your brushes. You just dip your brush just a little bit. It doesn't even take much. As you can see, I've had this bottle probably a couple years, and I've only used this much. Granted, I don't use this every single time to clean my brushes, but it does last. A little goes a long way, I'll say that. But you just dip a little bit of your brush in this, and then get a paper towel and just kind of swirl your brush around, and it immediately takes off the pigment or color or foundation, whatever's in your brush. And it does it without having to soak the brushes. So theoretically, you could immediately use your brush again because you're not getting it wet or using a traditional soap. So I saw this in Sally's. Face Secrets is a brand I believe is only sold at Sally's, and I thought it would be a dupe for the Cinema Secrets, and unfortunately it's not. It does not work well at all, in my opinion. I've tried to make it work. As you can see, I've used probably 40% of it, and I'm just done with it. It doesn't work as well, and it's gotta go. So unfortunately, this Cinema Secrets is expensive, but if you like this type of cleaner, definitely save your money and go for the name brand, because the dupe products, especially this Face Secrets, is just not worth it at all. It's not functional. The quality is terrible. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to like, subscribe, give it a thumbs up, all of those things, and leave a comment down below if you've tried any of these products, or if you've finished any empties recently and have some reviews for us. I would love to hear those in the comments down below. And other than that, I will see you in my next video. Bye!